Hey ladies, welcome to the Foundation channel. I am Tanya Cortez. On this channel, I talk about everything foundation and complexion for more mature skin. So listen ladies, I know I got on a hat and I know I don't have on black. It's not a haul, but you know, I wanted to make sure that I got this video out for my recommendations because the Sephora sale is starting soon. Now, if you've been under any kind of rock, you know that Sephora has a sale twice a year and you get a level of savings based on how much you've spent during the year. So I think it's insiders get 10%, VIB gets 15%, and Rouge gets 20%. But keep in mind, guys, the brands have their own sales right around this time too, because they know when the Sephora sale is starting. So sometimes you might be able to get a better deal actually on the brand's website more so than Sephora. And if that's the case, then get the best deal you can for this stuff. So my recommendations are strictly complexion products or things that goes with the complexion products. I wouldn't know what the first to tell you to get an eyeshadow palette or a highlighter or anything like that. So this is the stuff that I love, and this is where I'm going to stay in. I'm going to start in the order in which you put your product on. The first thing I'm going to start with is primers. So the first primer is, this is something not new, and you've been around here for a while. You know it's one of my favorite primers. This is the One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. This is a mattifying primer. If you have oily skin, it does really, really, really nice on mattifying your makeup and keeping your makeup on for a long time. If you have large pores and stuff like that, I like this primer a lot. And also the Milk Hydra Grip. I've been wearing this like almost not every day, but I've been wearing this a lot lately. And this guy's primer, this is the new Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer Hydrating Primer. I've been wearing this every day since I got it, almost every day. And I really like this. Even under a regular natural foundation, even though like usually I would wear some sort of hydrating primer under a matte foundation or fairly leans matte. But I've been wearing this under everything just to see how it wears. And this wears really, really pretty. I love this. It kept my makeup on for a long time. I'm actually really, really surprised. I think that I'm gonna have to get another one because y'all know I got a big face and I've been using a lot of this primer. So this is definitely worth a shot. Now, I tried to do like 5 foundations. I couldn't. So this is the foundations, and all of these guys, these are like heavy hitters, long wearing, very nice, give you nice look on your texture, pores, all that kind of stuff. They're definitely beautiful foundations. The first ones I'm gonna get out of the way, and that's the Sephora because they're 30% off. These are my favorites. This one is the S Clean. This one is the Best Skin Ever. Both of these are $20. They are beautiful foundations. If you know, the only thing about this one, sometimes depending on the primer that you use, it may not last like as long, but it only really kind of depends on the primer that you use. But I think this is super pretty. I use the shade 50N, and I can also go a little lighter, but this works for me in the winter and summer, so that's why I chose this one. And the Sephora Clean one, this is in shade 29. Now, all the shades of these foundations are below in the description box, so just in case. All right, but these definitely are good, 30% off. You can't beat. All right, guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and get into the foundations, the good part. Now, all these foundations are higher end, little pricey. These are ones that you might definitely want to get a little discount on to try. Now, the first one I'm gonna go in, I'm surprised. This foundation is new to my collection, but it is not a new foundation. And I'm just super duper shocked how much I really like this. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. This is so nice. And when I swatched it on my hand, it looked super light. But for some reason, it blends out like a perfect shade. It's one of those kind of foundations that you definitely gotta just put it on your face and see. But this is pretty. It was long wearing. It's not luminous like I thought it would be. I even said it, but even putting it on, it didn't look extremely luminous. If you got oily skin, I think you might wanna try it at least. Or get a sample, but it's nice. And if you can't get a sample at Sephora, go to Nordstrom's and they will give you a sample, okay? I just got a sample of Clé de Peau and I can't wait to try it out. This one is a good one. The next one is the Valentino Very Valentino. I like this. Now, I have a review almost on all of these except that Giorgio Armani on my channel if you guys want to go back and just take a look at it. But this one is really nice. It does have fragrance, so, you know, if you don't like fragrance, you might not want to get with that one. This one is a newer foundation. This is the One Size Turn Up the Base BBB cream. This is a nice everyday foundation. Well, I don't believe in special occasion foundations. So all of these are everyday foundations, but this is definitely one of those. Just go ahead and throw it on foundation. It looks really, really nice. You don't even necessarily, depending on your skin tone, you don't have to do a whole bunch to it. Like, you don't have to, it covers a lot of hyperpigmentation off the bat. So you don't have to do a whole bunch of color correcting and all of that kind of stuff. If you have oily skin, it's going to work really, really nice for you. If you have dry skin, just use a hydrating primer because it's not that drying, but you know, just to be on the safe side. The next one is a newer foundation. This is the Givenchy Prison Libre Skin Caring Matte Foundation. And now this is a lot of new foundations came out, guys. You know, the season. Now the season is coming up for the skin tints, okay? And the tinted moisturizers and stuff like this. But this, it was a whole season, like a whole month of like foundations coming out. And this is one of them. And I actually enjoy these. Out of all of the ones that have come out, this is one of the ones that I really, really have been enjoying the most. This gives you a nice, flawless look on the skin. Now, I've played around with this with several different primers. Hydrating primer, I've tried it with a matte primer. I think I like it better with just a regular hydrating primer. I didn't like it very much with a matte primer because then it just made it like super matte looking. I didn't like that, and it kind of accented the way that the texture looked. You know, it didn't accent the texture, but it just made it look dry. So I like this with a regular primer. The next one is the new Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. This is really, really pretty, honey. You will be foundationing with this. This is really nice. It has no flashback. It looks really just natural on the skin, makes your skin look super healthy. Anything you put over top, as long as you don't use a heavy powder on top. Like, you know, like I don't like loose powders. When you set your face with loose powders, for some reason, I don't know, people think it gives you less powder. I kind of think it gives you more. I don't know. But I really, really do like this. This is a really pretty foundation. Real hydrating. Won't look really, really dewy. You know, I mean, of course, if you have oily skin, it is going to get a little shiny after some time. But what foundation doesn't if you have oily skin? But the next one is the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. This looks great on texture. It's great for dry skin, oily skin. I think it's just a beautiful, basic foundation. Don't have a whole bunch of, you know, hoopla with it. It's a nice, basic, everyday foundation. Very, very nice. Very nice. The next one is the Dior-Airflash Spray Foundation. Now, this is one of my favorites. I have been, in a year, I think I've been through 2 of these because I do wear it a lot. It is perfect. Like, if you're going out at night, it gives you that nice, like, smooth, flawless look. And if you have texture on your skin, it still looks really, really nice. You know, you just got to be careful how you use it. I like to spray it on something and then kind of do it. But if you can't, just go, just spray it like this because it'll be everywhere. Y'all, I had to come back on and throw this in. This, look, I just put this in the video, right? Because I was already done the video. But I had to come back and tell y'all that y'all need to get this Nars Tinted Moisturizer. Listen, this is the bomb moisturizer all year long. It's a moisturizer that has coverage. I think that it's the bomb. I love it. I love it. You guys gotta get this moisturizer. So I wanted to add that in there, okay? Because this is definitely a must, definitely. These are ones that I really think are really worth trying, that are really, really pretty on the skin. The next thing that is powders. Listen, y'all already know one of the powders, and that's the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. This is, man, listen, I just like this powder. You know, I'm not gonna, it's not the best powder in the world, but it is such a pretty powder. And I have a lot of texture, a lot of larger pores, and it really does something with the pores. It does kind of minimize them or something. To me, it does. And I don't know what that is, but I definitely do like this powder a lot. It is my holy grail powder. I use it every day. Most times I do. I even use this and then put another powder on top. So like this one. The next one is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless powder. Sets real nice. I love the way it sets under my eyes. I really do. It looks really nice. I like this one. And the Dior Backstage Face and Body powder. Oh my God. This, you know what? Okay. So I don't like a whole bunch of powder. I don't, I know I have, a little bit of oily skin, but I don't know. It's something about using too much powder can just make you look so dried up and everything. It looks really, really nice on the skin, especially if you have on a sheer foundation. You don't want to kind of put a whole bunch of powder on top. This is perfect, just enough to mattify it down, take the shine away, and still set it, and you get some time out of it. This is one of those powders where you can keep touching up and it's not going to end up looking cakey, over the long period of the day. This one is really, really good. One of my favorites. And the last one I have is the Bobbi Brown Sheer Finish Pressed Powder. This is really, really nice. Now, this is the last one to the deepest shade. They don't have a super, large range in this powder. But this one is, like I said, basic brown. I think they have a warm, chestnut warm or something like that. But this is next to the last shade. And this is really pretty too. But I like the way it sets my makeup because it looks really natural, kind of goes into the skin, And that was it for powders. Now we got concealers. I only have a little bit of concealers because these are the ones I don't want to get on here and just recommend stuff to recommend it. These are things that I absolutely love and I think they're worth a try. So I have 4 concealers here. The first one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think it gives you a nice full coverage, looks really, really natural. Doesn't give you it takes a while for it to crease, that I found on me. And I think that the learning curve with this one is how you set it with powder, whether it'll crease or not. I never did a review on this, but I wore this for 1 week, just testing it out with different things. And depending on the way you set this, it won't crease as, bad over time, but it'll give you some time before it starts to crease. But I think it looks nice on fine wrinkles and things like that. So this one is one of my holy grails, and this is the Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. They say this is full coverage. I think that it's medium coverage. I wouldn't want to pack this on to make it super full. I would rather color correct first because color correct products are usually a little thinner. I think I would like this, just a little bit of coating. It does cover your dark spots though. Really, really nice. I have several shades for my face and under my eyes. So this is a good one. And then the last one, see, only got 3, is the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Concealer. This is a banger by herself. You can use a little bit of this, you can use a lot of this, and it just really looks good under the eyes. I find it not to crease really bad under my eyes or anything. It just looks really nice. This is another one of those ones where you want to be careful how you set it. If you have under eyes that you don't have a lot of wrinkles under or whatever, you can go with this without a powder. You can just wear this on its own. Still looks really nice and hydrating under the eye. It's not drying. I like this one definitely a lot, guys. So these are my complexion recommendations. I think any of these products, try them. You guys know I won't steer you wrong. I won't try. Oh, guys, I got one more. I forgot. I got one more. This is the Makeup Forever Grayness Reducer Step 1 Primer. This is my holy grail. I use this every day under my foundation. Sometimes women have darkness around, brown women have darkness around their mouth. This does a good job of taking care of that before you put your foundation on. It is also a primer, so it is going to hold on to that foundation too, guys. This is a winner. And Makeup Forever has ones that are for redness. So if you're lighter skin and you suffer from redness, they have ones for that. So this is definitely, at least try this at least once. If y'all don't like it, All right, guys, so that is my Sephora recommendations for 2022, the first spring sale. Let me know if you guys tried any of these, or if you already have them, let me know how much you like them. All right, guys, well, I'll see you on the next video. And remember, it all starts with the base. You guys stay safe. Bye.